Hello and welcome to another Wednesday edition of Full Time Sport Network covering and bringing you the NFL. We were off for a few weeks through the holiday season and then a lack of internet capability, but we are back and we're going to get right into it. Here's week 17. Well, hello and welcome back. It's been a couple weeks, and this week we're coming on to uh it has a bit of a different feel to it, and talking football, it's a bummer right now. But it's Bills Mafia, we're dealing with a bit of an inside family, and to all the NFL and sports in general. Every city lit up, blue and red. Every donation's pouring in for Damar Hamlin. Um, like this is what the NFL is about. Every now and then, you know, something happens where it's bigger than the game. It's bigger than stupid rivalries, and uh the league came together. I usually don't have much good to say about the league, but in this instance, and it's not generally the league really, it's each individual franchise that has reached out to us, to the Hamlin family, um, as a member of Bill's Mafia. That is real amazing, and um, we appreciate we appreciate it so much that he's more than just a football player, and he's being looked at by rivals, by people who don't care about the Buffalo Bills, but are just the most general NFL fan. Maybe watch 2 games a year. Even some of them are bummed up right now, and the support is overwhelming. And now I will bring in my co-host, my friend down in
What's up,
Texas,
Brett?
fresh back from Florida.
Yeah,
Man, how are you, Donnie?
good. Everything's good. Ready for this new year start. Started off on a good note. I mean, besides what we were just
Well,
talking about. I know I don't mean it like that.
no.
Um,
Yeah.
but uh, started off like that, and hope this is gonna be a good year. What about you? How's the
Um,
family?
the family, man, the family's good. We're good, man. Little baby's kicking and moving around. Like he ain't gonna wait till February 17th. He was like, "Hold on, what day are you telling me to come out?" Okay. Nah. All right.
Not gonna follow that plan.
Okay, not gonna do that. So I'll pick a different day. um, yeah. So there's been some contractions going on and stuff like that, which was fun.
Yeah,
Even like I've never been to this through this. She has, just to hear the words come out of the doctor's mouth using the words contractions. And I'm like, uh, no,
nah, not
no,
yet.
no, not yet. I mean, you know, you're never fully prepared anyway. So saying I'm not prepared for this, you're not prepared
No,
when it happens either.
yeah, that's true.
So it's a moot point. But in in that instance, I mean, it's been good. The boys doing good too. Just
Yeah.
got back to school.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of school before, but dude, you know what?
The break is
I, I
the
I'm
break's
I'm a
over.
big
It's
fan
good,
of school,
right?
dude. I'm a huge fan of school. To start this off first, well, we'll go with this one first. We got a good morning here from the big British boat, dude. Tony, and of course,
What's going on,
good
Tony?
win,
Oh, I
good
also
win
want to give a
there.
big shout out to Moss for winning our fantasy league. For
Yes,
real.
yes, let's point that out. Moss and
Good job,
Kevin,
man.
they
Good
they
job.
put together a good team. They knocked me out in the playoffs, and then they faced you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I mean, no,
It
I
happens.
shouldn't use words like that, but unfortunately
Unfortunately for me, right? But no, I was
for
saying,
you,
hey,
they
it
took
was a
you
good it
down.
was a good season. It was a good
Oh,
season.
dude, it's heck of fun. I can't wait till next year. We'll talk as a league, go over some rules, do a little tweaking and everything. Because there were some things I liked, there were some things I was kind of like, meh,
Yeah.
about. So definitely, anybody in the league watching this, hey, the message board, dude.
This is your warning.
Let, 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 let's talk that there if you don't mind. Uh, and then of course, I mean, he also said Damar Hamlin, dude. We appreciate Bolt family, appreciate everybody around this great nation. The rest are me just chiming in from my personal YouTube page. Uh, won't do no selfish plug though. Um,
I'll mention it, but not show it.
yeah, we'll let you know. Of course, shout outs to one of the channel sponsors here, Global Mapping Surveys. Appreciate everything they do, allowing us to bring you the NFL. And then also Wraith Energy is on board, which exciting. Whenever you get people getting on board, getting little sponsorship from people, dude, it's pretty cool, man. It makes you feel good. And, we appreciate that from them. And also helps you reach audiences, man. Week 17.
I think we need some Wraith shirts. Is what we need.
Oh, dude, like what a cool name idea for something, dude.
Right?
I mean, unless you're like not, uh, unless you're a sunshiny person, maybe you don't like race too much.
Yeah.
but that's, but that's, so Thursday night football, my man. Cowboys, Titans. Cowboys win a game. I figured they would have.
Yeah.
But just like we've been saying all year about the Titans, like not what I expect to see out of the Titans. It should have been a tighter game. It should have been a more contested game.
Well,
This Tennessee Titan team is
shut down the run game.
proven out to be what we said,
Yeah.
when they lost that playoff game
What I like to see is
last year.
Elliott, man. He's scoring those touchdowns consecutively. I think it's 8 or 9 in a row.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there was no Pollard.
No, I know about obviously, but
And right, yeah. So I don't want to
I think this
rip
was an
on
easy
Zeke
win
here.
for
There was
Dallas.
no Pollard, and you still got 19 carries, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is something we've been saying about Zeke, or maybe this is something we should be talking about the offensive coordinator. But just I don't think
I
he
know.
can fed the ball, dude. But hey, a win's a win. 12-4, the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you're not worried
Looking
about
good.
anything. You're going to the playoffs.
They're going to
You
the
look.
playoffs for
I mean,
sure.
CeeDee Lamb is an incredible wide receiver. You got talent. You got a bit of talent on that team to seeing how the playoffs shake up. You know, be able
I
to do
do.
some stuff in the playoffs.
I'm just wondering if how the Eagles are going to be doing when they get into the playoffs.
That every NFC team is going to be sitting there wondering
for
about their
sure
matchup with the Eagles.
though.
But the Cowboys are looking good. Another win to get into the going into the playoffs. It's always good when you win when you're going into the playoffs. So I think Dallas fan there pretty happy.
Yeah,
E- Pretty decent day. You almost put up 30
good, good
points. Hey,
season. Let's see how far they get in the playoffs because that's their weak spot.
this is what and this is why I always say it about the Cowboys. Like they are probably the best, most underwhelming team.
Well,
I know
they've been
they're
struggling a
good.
lot with their offensive players the last couple of
Yeah,
years. Even though
yeah,
they have
like
talented players, they've just been struggling.
yeah, we know they're good. There's no questioning about if they're a good, talented team, man. It's just I have, and I'm not a fan, so it don't matter. No faith whatsoever. But for
And,
me, it don't matter. Cowboy fan
yeah,
can be like, "Dude, you're just a hater, dude. F you, man.
no,
Watch
I
me."
mean, I could say that, but past experience says you're not wrong.
Yeah, dude. Right.
I mean, not for, they haven't been like that for a while.
And just to go
But
really quick back to the Titans. I mean, this is echoed by a lot of us. Like you said, hey, stop Derrick Henry, and you got a really nice shot to win that game.
they shouldn't have got
And,
rid of AJ Brown. They should have kept him.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
we're always gonna go back to that.
I mean, they finally like putting a team together, and then they did that. So, getting
A
some
lot of
diversity, and then you're like, I'm gonna try it on this running back's legs again, even though
dude.
we've got there the
Yeah,
last 2 years and lost first round.
and what's crazy is that they should have this set up to where like you cannot touch Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry should be unstoppable.
He is for the most part.
True. Yeah. Yeah. But for the most part, kind of ish. Kind of
I
ish.
mean,
Not
I'd say
really
more than
though.
50%. Definitely more than fifty
Yeah,
percent.
but
Even like 75 to 80%, man. There's
true.
probably like
And
six
those
games he gets stuffed this season, but I
and
mean that's why it puts Tennessee like right there, but not good enough to really roll into the playoffs strong.
no, right. Yeah. I
Because what
mean,
happened last year,
he
right?
didn't play. He didn't play today.
I know he didn't play
Or
today,
not
but
today, but he didn't play that week.
yeah,
But
last week.
it is what, we say, hey, Derrick Henry, blah blah blah, boom. You can take care of
Yeah.
it. Uh Cards, Falcons, 19-20. Win goes to the Falcons. 6-10. Cardinals 4-12. Wow. The Cardinals so bad, dude.
So bad, man. Four wins.
They're
And not that the Falcons are like that outstanding, but they were a little better than I
not.
thought they were. I will
No,
say
right,
that
yeah.
now that we're at the end of the season. But just either one of them has a reliable quarterback. So, I mean, we said at the beginning of the season, Murray sucks. He produced nothing for this team. O'Connor, I mean, I think like I said last year, when he plays good, I think the team plays good. He just wasn't getting utilized as well at the beginning of the season, I thought.
I mean, and Connor had a good game.
Yeah, I
Looking
mean, it
at it,
wasn't
it
horrible.
didn't look because the way they utilized the run, like it wasn't overly impressive, and it was so
I think
spotty.
he's just missing
But
his touchdown, I guess. But like, as far as
he
like,
almost averaged 5 yards a carry.
no, well,
Like
yeah.
you got your running back averaging 5 yards a carry, man. Like, what's your problem? Oh,
quarterback.
other positions. I mean,
Because they
Murray's
even got
there.
Marquise Brown like he wanted this
Murray's
year.
not
So,
playing.
yeah.
Murray's not playing, so can't rag on Murray when he's not even there.
Yeah, but it's been a build up all year.
Yeah, it has, man.
Four
It doesn't
wins.
matter.
That just,
It doesn't matter if
I mean,
Murray's in there or not. To be fair, dude. Like I
it
don't think
doesn't.
it
It
matters.
maybe if that other dude would have done anything decently, then we would have
I'm
some
not.
kind of hope.
I'm not impressed with Murray at all. I know coming into the season, we did a little bit of talk. We did quite a bit of talk about Kyler Murray, but he's just not a good
He's not
NFL
mature enough
quarterback.
yet.
Well,
He
maybe
needs
not,
to
but he's not
humble
going to
himself
get
a
any
little bit.
better the longer he stays in Arizona. That's
No,
obvious. He will
you're right
not
about
improve as
that.
a quarterback in Arizona, and he held out
Yeah,
for
he
more
did.
money instead of just holding out to bail.
Yeah,
So he don't care. All he cares about is money. This is obvious, dude, because everybody knows. Uh, Kyler, there we go. Kyler Murray is not getting better in that system, or it's either the coaching staff or the system.
yeah,
But whatever it is, staying in Arizona is not your best interest. If you really think you are a good quarterback, I wasn't impressed with him in college at all. That conference just throws the ball over the yard, and all you need is a tall wide receiver. You got great college numbers, dude.
yeah.
But guess what? People tall
Doesn't
in the
convert.
NFL.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden now in the NFL, you're catching the ball while you're getting hit.
and they've given him a lot of time. It's not like they shorted him. I mean, we're at a point where we got to make up our minds. I don't think
But
they're not
the
gonna
minds are
sign him for
already made
anything
up,
worth
dude.
anything.
The minds are already made up.
Yeah, wait, they're gonna have to pay him something real small because of his performance this year, and he's gonna have to take it, or they're gonna be able to pay him less than he wanted.
Contracts guaranteed. Money, fool.
No, I know that. He should. What you're saying is he should have taken the contract last year.
I said, why are you holding out for the contract?
Oh, because he thought he was worth more.
Hold out to get traded. Don't care about the money they're going to give you. Go get money somewhere else.
Well, you want to know that there's money there, and then if you play well, it doesn't matter.
And he's not. So get
That's what I'm
out of
saying.
Arizona if you want to make money. Take a pay cut
I just
if
who's gonna pay?
somebody
Yeah,
offers you less
someone's gonna
money.
have to pay him a little
Take the
less
pay
than he
cut
thinks he's
because
worth.
you gotta get out of Arizona, man.
I
Unless
mean,
what
yeah,
you're hoping to do is to sign with Arizona and they get tired of you and they trade you.
yeah. There's no
Maybe that's
loyalties
the
here.
angle because nobody else is going to pay the money Arizona will pay for you.
Probably.
So sign the contract
Yeah.
and they're going to trade you eventually.
If you
I mean,
keep playing like this,
they can you give me a second? Oh wait, never mind. We're in a good habit of turning lights off when we leave a room.
that's good. Only you can conserve energy, Captain
All right.
Planet. You watch. I know you watched Captain Planet when you were younger.
Oh, this is very interesting. Here's the question we were asking: System or is it the coach? And Kingsbury, this will be the decision to make. You re-up Kyler Murray.
Yeah, if you got. Yeah.
You got to make coaching changes.
Something's got to change.
You
Can't just
can't
keep the
hold
same.
everything together.
Yeah.
You
So it's either
can't.
the quarterback or
This is a good
the coaching
and
stuff.
not to mention this little fact. It's a lot cheaper to replace your head coach than it is your starting quarterback.
I guess so, right?
Because all you do is you just need your GM on board with the quarterback.
Yeah.
Then you have your quarterback. The head coach if he doesn't like your quarterback, he shouldn't be taking the job. But I know some guys take jobs because they're offered the job.
You gotta work.
So
You
who
gotta
do you
work.
get to replace Kingsbury? Maybe anybody. Maybe anybody. That's if Kingsbury's the problem. But it is the cheaper. I mean, either
Solution.
way, you're horrible. Either way,
Well,
you're trash. So what does it matter if you make the wrong decision? The worst case scenario, you bring in somebody, a new head coach who wants to coach Kyler Murray, and maybe Kyler Murray can get better under that coaching staff. Maybe. I
get
don't
1
know.
year. Or
Or
so
do you
you,
stick with Kingsbury? But if he's sold on Kyler Murray and he really was Kyler Murray as the quarterback, maybe you get rid of both of them then.
that makes no sense though. They've
But
been
it looks like if you want to
down.
keep if but it could be if you want to keep Kingsbury, you got
I
to
know what you're
keep
saying.
Kyler Murray
Yeah.
because that's who he wants.
Sometimes you gotta put on your big boy pants and do what's best for your
And say, hey, this ain't
franchise.
working, Cliff.
Yeah.
This ain't working. Do we get you a new quarterback or are you out of here?
Yeah.
Because one of
Of
them
course,
two
he's not
things
going to
is
be like,
happening
"I'm
both
out of
years.
here." I mean,
Yeah, you have
very
to be
rarely is
like,
he going to
you know
say
what?
that.
Let's find a new quarterback. Good job, Cliff.
I
Or
mean,
it is Cliff who is the problem. I I just
because
watched the
that
games. I
first
don't
year he got like
dissect the
9, 10
Arizona
wins.
game
Yeah, saying his
because I
performance has gone downhill. It hasn't. It's not like it's not even staggered or plateaued. It's declined over the last couple of years.
right. So you got your quarterback doing this. You got your head coach and coaching staff doing this. One of these you got to get rid of. You got to choose one.
I mean, honestly, I would
I
think
don't
they would
know
do the
how they come
quarterback
into
just
that.
because
I don't know how they come into
they
next
even picked
year.
up Marquise Brown to try to make it a more wholesome team for him.
Or did Cliff want Marquise Brown?
Nah, Kyler Murray been asking for him because they like played together in college. They've been asking for him for a long time. So that's what happened.
Well,
So
okay. Well, so there you go. So maybe Cliff gone then. But ain't nothing happened yet. This is the time to do it if you are going to do it
what?
because fire him.
Oh yeah, they're not making the playoffs. So I mean, I think they're
So
probably going to get a pretty high draft spot too, probably like third or fourth.
yeah, so I mean, chances are they roll into next year just like this.
What? And then try to draft a quarterback.
No, no, they're going to Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, and
Oh,
third
everybody's
back.
rolling together. We're trying again.
We're going to run it back.
You're gonna run it back.
And the GM will make an effort to improve the team a little bit and run this back.
Yeah, I guess
They
so.
actually got worse this year, B-Dub.
Yeah.
Like they weren't this bad last year.
No, they weren't this
I
bad last
just
year.
said they were going to be this bad because I don't like them, and I don't like Kyler Murray. I just happen to be right that they're this bad.
Yeah, you don't like Kyler Murray, that's for sure.
No.
Don't.
So I took down the whole organization in like 5 wins because of one guy.
You're pretty close.
Hey, I don't know if I'm right with the 5 wins. I could be wrong. I forget what I predicted. But hey, but in the off season, lots of time. Maybe I'll try and we'll get an Arizona fan on, dude, and we'll ask him about. We'll have to ask him about it. See what he says. Um, Bears Lions. I
Yeah, that was a
mean,
blowout game.
yeah. Well, the Bears. We know, like
Yeah,
they weren't going to be good. Maybe, definitely more exciting and more hopeful than good.
they were more exciting this year than they have been.
Right.
Fields just needs to tell himself he's a running back, and they need to find a quarterback.
You need to tell the organization that, not Fields.
I know. Someone's got to have one.
They're the ones who say, "Hey, you're a quarterback because they're paying him as a quarterback. They
I
have him
know,
on. They
but
have him on the roster as a quarterback. So it's a franchise doing it. They could be like, "Hey, yo, um, Lamar Jackson 2.0. No,
shoot, I know, dude.
no, we're
But he
not
got
doing
13
this.
over 13 yards of carry.
We're not doing this. We can't be doing your lifespan in the. I mean,
Yeah, it's very
Lamar
low.
Jackson is totally destroying what I'm about to say because he's still
Yes, and
in the
no.
NFL as a quarterback,
Yeah,
playing week to week. Are they
I know.
good? Dude,
Not horrible.
they're still almost winning that division every
That's
freaking
what I'm
year
saying. It's not
anyway.
horrible.
But they ain't going doing nothing in the playoffs because of this.
Yeah.
You can run like that for 15, 16 weeks, but can you run like that 17, 18, 19, 20 weeks?
Especially some of these teams
Yeah.
that they're actually playing against.
Yeah, and like
'Cause I think the Bengals are going to take that division.
right, especially depending on
How that game
what the
goes.
league does with week 17.
I think it would just be a wash, right? That'd probably be if we're not playing
No,
it.
they have rules in place
Like who had the
that
most points on the board?
that will decide the winner and loser of the game.
What was the score?
Like
I don't know, bro.
I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
remember, dude. I don't remember that whole thing, but yeah. Um. So yeah. Bears Lions, right?
Yeah.
That's yeah. Um. For real, the Lions. I uh, I don't think there's
Golf.
any question. Like I think we think the Lions are a good team.
They should be.
They're
Who knew that golf was actually going to get better when he left the
did he
Rams?
get better?
I don't know, but the Rams are doing bad. They have Mayfield right now throwing the ball. Like that's how you know when the game's over.
Well, that has something to do with golf.
I know.
They got rid of golf and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. I
What they
know.
couldn't do with golf.
I
The
know.
Rams are
I mean,
fine
you are right
without
about
golf.
that. They gave up all that stuff and got the
And
W,
let's
so it
not
doesn't
get
even matter.
too let's not
It played out.
stroke
It played out for them. That's what matters.
let's not stroke golf off too much, okay?
That's just
He is
it.
just leading an 8-8 Detroit team in a division with a down Green Bay Packer team and the
Vikings, though.
Chicago Bears.
Okay.
They should be better than 8-8. All that considered, then.
I'm just saying they didn't get a single W for a whole year until December of last year. And then they played like one more game. Then they had a whole off season. They came back and they're doing fairly decent.
We were excited about the Lions coming in this year, man. They're excited when they were excited about the Lions when their season ended last year. Lots of good to come from this year. And I said too about them, just I mean I said the same thing about Minnesota, but they proved me wrong. The Lions are going to get better, but you won't see it in the win column. Minnesota proved me wrong there. Like they were totally better in the win. But Detroit, that's what yeah, but we're not talking about Minnesota. Detroit said
Yeah, but they lost to
going
Green
to
Bay.
they were going to look like a better team than what their
The Lions
record
are.
shows.
Yes, they are. They are.
100%. It's just the schedule's the schedule, man. I'm sorry. I want to find you more wins, but I can't.
I think they got more wins than we thought they were going to get, though.
Well, we're not the
I mean, a
Minnesota
500 team. If you win this, you finish above 500. I'd say that's pretty decent for.
That's probably about best case
for an up
scenario
and
where
coming team.
anybody had Detroit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So tip of the cap to Detroit. They have a great organization. They have a really good organization. Campbell, I'm a fan of him. I like the head coach. I still think they need to find a quarterback. You got one of the St. Browns. You probably got the better St. Brown.
He's really good.
He's
really good, man. Him and Swift when they're at when they're going, and
I was just about to say,
that's a dangerous combination.
Yeah, no, what I'm about to say is going to take the wheels right off. the Swift is your RB2. He's nothing more than an off pace, passing down running back. You need to find a lead back. You need a quarterback
I
and a lead
mean,
back.
I think he
Can
was
you
better
go?
than that this year
Can
than at the beginning
can
of this
you?
year than he was.
Right. The question would be for me: can I go out and get a lead back and keep Swift?
Probably not. You're probably gonna have to give something up. Not as elite as you
No,
want.
no. What I mean, keep Swift, as in Swift will stay,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
or a Swift
What
gonna
are you gonna
back.
give up for that? You're gonna have to give something up. If
No,
you're
no.
gonna,
What I mean is, will Swift bounce on his own? Like,
oh,
no, I don't want to. I don't want to
doubt
be your
it.
off pace running back.
If they're winning, I mean, I don't know. That's a pride thing. If you come out
True.
and your team starts winning and you roll into a Super Bowl, I don't know.
No, you're right. Yeah, but I think Detroit needs the quarterback, and I think they need uh, an RB1.
I think Goff can work for him one more year if they're gonna like try to get an RB1. He's not horrible.
So put
He's
okay.
not. He's
No, I
not
know what you're saying.
reliable 24/7, but he definitely
I
gets it done when he needs to.
no, I know what you're saying. Put the priorities in order.
Yeah.
Running back. If you don't get your quarterback, let's it's fine to roll with golf for another year. It gives you another year to find your quarterback.
You're probably not paying him too much either. Not
Well, golf,
comparatively.
that was a trade.
So they just took
That
over
was
his
a trade. You
contract.
you took his contract. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Well,
So you had no decision on what you were paying him. The contract is what the
I think he
contract
got one
is.
big payout, right? Right when after they went to the Super Bowl, or was it that year? I know he got one big payout. I thought, but I
Yeah,
could.
he no, no, he did not. Wait, that's a good question. I can't
I think
think of
he
that
got
off
one
the
good
top of my
payment.
head. Did he get paid by LA before they traded him? Because they drafted him. I don't know if
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head if he made it through the rookie deal.
For some reason, 218 keeps like flashing in my head when I think about it. But I thought he got paid one time. I have to look that up.
Well, if he got paid one time, that would be when he was drafted.
No, like after your rookie
I
deal.
know what you're saying, dude. I
Yeah.
know what you're saying. I'm just messing with you. Just a messing. But why don't you, if you were looking at, so yeah. What would you think, Lions? What would you think about the Lions in the playoffs?
I don't think they're gonna win the play. I don't think they'll make it very far. I think it'd be kind of a waste of a team, wildcard team in the playoffs.
It might do more harm than good.
I just think it'll be an easy win for that number 2 spot.
No, I mean to Detroit.
Oh,
If you
I
want to
mean,
make the playoffs,
you want to
not
make the playoffs, but
if you get destroyed and you're not ready for the playoffs and you make it early.
I
It
mean, if
it
you put up
could
a fight and you're okay with it, and that's gonna give you fuel. But from like an observer standpoint, I think that'd just be a waste of a game.
Detroit fan might argue, but let's get one of you guys on. Come talk to us about Detroit football
And it's
and
not they're a bad team,
tell us
but like
we're
we keep
wrong.
saying, golf. I don't know if
Don't
he's
like
gonna win
golf,
you a
don't like
Super Bowl.
Swift. Like Swift, but not as an RB1. Need him RB2. Jacksonville Jaguars get their eighth
It's a,
win of the season.
yeah, they could make the playoffs.
They could win the division.
I know. Which is what's up, man.
Yeah.
I know it's a
No,
weak
it's not.
division, but
No, it's
still,
not.
that's what's
Then
up.
it's no, because if this happens, what you do is you got people talking about. I think there should be circumstances where even if you win your division, you still shouldn't go to the playoffs.
No, that's not true because it's
And
wild card
we
spots.
can't be making rules up like that. Rules are
Yeah,
you win your division, you're guaranteed to go to the playoffs.
yeah, that
And
seems
you're
fair.
home against the wild card team. Don't matter
Yeah.
about record. But something tells me that Jacksonville wins this division. Actually, this division tells me as a whole that you're gonna still, like you do every time this happens, you're gonna have people talking about rules.
Yeah,
Like, how can this team Like if they were listed 1 to 16, they wouldn't even be in the top 8 to make the playoffs, but they get to go to the playoffs because they win their division. Yes, they do. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but they do. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
Them's the
Those are the rules.
rules. Like teams under 500 make the playoffs and win their division, dude. Sorry,
And
we
I'd
could
say it
we
doesn't matter, but then you see teams like the Giants when they beat
who end up
the
going up
Patriots.
and winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's
So it's like
like,
it can't happen.
yeah. So like, yeah. But then the rules. If you have an argument, then let's go for realignment, dude.
Yeah.
I have no problem with realignment. I think some of the alignment is a little off the
A little
walls too.
skewed. Yeah.
But I like the whole division team where there are a set teams every single
People
year
would
that
be
you play
pissed if
twice.
you did realignment. You're talking about like moving the teams in certain divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people
To
would be
try
upset about
to
that.
to try to get rid of this somebody winning the division under 500
Yeah.
because you know there are going to be people crying for it. How can you still go to the playoffs
It's okay. I
and
think it's
not be
cool.
500?
I mean, some divisions are just better than other divisions because
Right.
most divisions are pretty close to each other in scoring. You know, each individual team in the division is close to the other opponent. You
Yeah. And I
know,
get it. Sometimes that team is not fit for the playoffs. I get it. I do. But like this is as
it's on
good
fire.
as you can get it because what it does
Yeah,
is establishes an X amount of home away games between a few teams, but then you also play a variety of teams all over the league. And the people
yeah,
in your little division play the same schedule so you can kind of gauge how so what then lose what the division record means and align the division on overall record instead of division record, but
yeah.
you could still have a team under 500 going into the playoffs, so that doesn't do anything. So unless you just have two stacks of 16, I don't know what else you want the league to do.
I think it's fair the way it is.
But then we're going to argue about how
At
we
least
do
for
the
the time being.
schedule.
Well, everybody gets the same schedule, but just like it's rotating, right? So eventually, everybody will have one set schedule.
No,
I've
but
played all those
we
schedules.
we like the home and away thing.
No, I know, but they try to do it as evenly as possible.
Right, that's why they have that. So to the detractor, you want to give that
Yeah,
up? This is just the way it is.
it works. People don't won't
No, I
complain
think
when
it
it's like,
works too.
after that
Because
team's
people
out of the
always
playoffs, people
complain
aren't going
about.
to say anything.
No, that's
If your
when
team,
people. That's why people rile up because that team usually loses the home game to the wild card team,
yeah,
and that's what people don't like.
they're like, what? The team never should have even been there.
They shouldn't even been there. Well, actually, yes, they should have because they won their division.
Yeah,
But and that's how the league's set up, dude. All right, we need to blow through a couple of these. Uh, Broncos Chiefs.
that one was a
Can we
lot closer
blow
than I thought
through
it was
it?
going to be.
No, we're not going to blow through this game, but I think you can. I like. Did the Chiefs just hold them and did what they needed to do?
I mean, it didn't look like it kind of seemed like the Chiefs were playing a little lackadaisical, like they just kind of like whatever to this game. I mean, they
Yeah,
held them.
they were leading at the end of the first quarter. They were leading at the end of the at halftime.
Yeah, but
They
yeah,
were down by 1 at the end of the third quarter.
yeah,
Then you just take control of the fourth quarter and win the game.
yeah. But you see some kind of like consistency where you see like after they came back from the halftime, if you're a Kansas City fan, they kind of just like All right, we got
They didn't
this.
look good in the third. No, you're right. You're right. They didn't look good in the third.
I mean, one interception from Mahomes, 328. It's not horrible. I mean, Wilson didn't do too great either. I mean, but he hasn't. I mean, we got a touchdown.
Hold on. What the heck is that? I hate to could yell off y'all are going down this year. What's that mean?
What?
Oh, Mr. Billy Brinston. I don't know what he means by that.
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know
But
who
whatever it
he.
is, we're
I
going
don't know
down.
who he means by y'all. Does he mean Bills Mafia? Who are you? I don't know. Okay. Whoever y'all is, apparently you're going down. But I mean, I've said what I've had to say about Denver, dude. Like, I don't like Denver
They're regretting
whatsoever.
paying Russell Wilson all that money. I
I
know that.
don't. I'm not a fan of Russell Wilson. So now you made this move look like some miraculous thing for Russell Wilson. Like
That's what they. I mean, for real. That
it,
was the trade of the summer.
it was horrible. It wasn't. It wasn't the trade of the summer. AJ Brown was the trade of the summer, yo. Not no freaking Russell Wilson.
Yeah. No,
Like
you're right about that.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. But if somebody could give me a stat of war on Russell Wilson versus AJ Brown, come on, let me have it. How many wins is Russell Wilson worth?
Apparently not. I mean, how many?
Apparently
What was
not
their
as
win?
many as everybody said he
We're
was.
sitting at what? Four.
Well,
Four wins. That's what he's worth.
he's been going down for a long time, dude. I'm telling you, that interception
It blew his
against,
mind, dude.
against the Patriots totally messed his mind up because what I've been saying the whole time since that happened is I don't care that they didn't run the ball. The point is Pete Carroll said, Russell Wilson, you're an elite quarterback. You are, sir. You're an elite quarterback. You make this quarterback throw, this elite quarterback throw, and this motherfucker, it sails on him. This is a ball you're supposed to put into the dirt. Knees, dude. The knees of the receiver. And that DB caught the ball like this, man.
Yep. That's right.
Like
Yep.
his hands were above his head.
Yep.
Like he got the ball above his head. That's wrong. Dude, that's wrong. An
Yeah.
elite quarterback does not do that in that situation. I've seen rookies do it during the regular season, even in playoff games. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, if you're an elite quarterback, you throw a dime, dude. That's just the way. That's why you're elite.
Yeah.
It
I know
makes
that
you.
would have been a back to
That's
back
why
Super Bowl win
that's
for him
yeah.
too.
It would have. That's why there's not very many elite quarterbacks. That's why we
Yeah.
water down these
But you
words
know what?
like great,
That got him a
good,
decade
elite.
plus career in the NFL
But I'm telling
and got
you,
paid 200 and what
and no, but
$14
this is
million.
why I think I'm right. It's because he thought he could make that throw. He he thought that was easy peasy. Because if he had 1% of doubt, you call that play, but when you step back, you tell Marshawn, I'm handing you this ball.
Yeah, dog. Come on. That's what you should have done. Or he should have run the ball, tried to run the
But
ball.
Russell was so convinced that he could make that throw. Because I don't blame Pete for this. Russell Wilson's in the huddle. He can call whatever the hell he wants to. Like, he can.
It's just sad it happened, yeah.
He can call an audible. And, like, actually, dude, guys,
They should have had a. They should have had a repeat.
Just going to hand this ball off to Marshawn Lynch here.
Everybody would be like, "Yeah, dude, good. You good." We'll
What's coach
celebrate.
want? What's coach want to do? Do you care what he wants to do if it ain't hand the ball off to Marshawn? Actually, no. No, I don't care. One iota. Audible and hand it off to Marshawn. That's
Cool.
what I'm going to do, boys.
Come to get Super Bowl. That's what would have happened
But
here. He would have run it in. They would have gotten the repeat.
he apparently had 100% confidence in his ability to throw in route. A quick in, down low. My guy, he's going to dive right away. Like, he's going to make that cut, sees it's open, and as soon as Russ is up like that, he's going to start to fall because he knows where Russ is going to throw that ball. That's not what happened, buddy.
No.
And here you got Denver.
Denver's
suffering through it, man.
His football mojo was broken that day for real. It never repaired.
It was. It was. There's a few people you can trace back moments. Cam Newton's another one of those.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And it happens to be a Super Bowl also. But, okay, anyway. Dolphins fall to the Patriots, 21-23. I mean, okay, both these teams are good. Like, what it means to me is the NFC East is going to be really competitive for a while.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to beat up on each other.
But that's cool, right?
For a while. Well, it's cool unless you're the team that only collects 6 wins that year.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be one of those teams, and we're going to be like, no, that team's better than 6 wins. Well, they're getting beat up every few weeks.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a very close division. Those teams have all really improved.
Because all the teams, even coming out of last year, coming into this year, positive on.
Yeah.
I still think leaving this year, going into next year, I still think every single one of these teams you're positive on.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, as a Bill fan, it's Bill's Mafia. I'm gonna tell you, I'm less keen on the Patriots out of all of it. I think they are the worst team out of the bunch. They're probably not.
Probably not. It's hard. They're all pretty close, but probably not.
So I'm like, cool justification, dude. Like, all of a sudden I can talk about the Patriots and just not seem like a hater.
Right.
Because they could be the one on the outside looking in. Like, any one of us could. I think the Bills are the safest.
Oh, yeah? I never would have guessed that one.
I think
I think they are
the
going to be the best
are
team.
the safest. That would be the one that would blow your mind the most.
Yeah.
Feels good to be up there, but it's a tough division. I don't think this game really meant anything, right?
What, the Rams-Chargers game?
Well, no, the Bills, or not the Bills, the Patriot-Miami game.
I think it just
the Chargers won. The Chargers won, so that kind of
that'll put them at 10.
It still leaves
10 wins.
two AFC East teams out.
Yeah.
So I guess that game did mean a lot to both of them because now
they're both at 8-8 now.
And we'll get into this in a second, but I would give the edge to New England because I wouldn't blame our boys one bit next week if we didn't show up to Foxborough.
Why don't you show? I mean, you're going to be. You think that's what's going to happen? That they're going to be the least?
No. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't blame my boys one bit if we don't show up to Foxborough next week, which would give the Patriots an automatic W next week. The Dolphins play. Let me look. Who do the Dolphins play next week? That's not what I want to do, dude. I want to look at the schedule.
Oh, you don't think they're gonna play? You think they're gonna play the game from this week
No,
or just not
that's
play
not
at
what
all?
I'm saying. I'm just saying I wouldn't blame my boys if we don't show up
Uh,
to Foxborough next week to play the game. Because I don't know how their mental state is, dude. How are you preparing for a game this week?
I'm pretty sure they'll play.
No, no, I'm
I
not
know what you're
saying they
saying.
won't. I'm just saying I wouldn't blame them because, like I said before, if on one play for 1 second, if your mind is distracted,
Yeah,
you're getting blindsided, dude. Like that's why they always say run around the field with with your head on a swivel. And if your mind is somewhere else, your head's not on a swivel, dude.
no, definitely
And you're
not.
not going to see a dude right in front of your face. And you could get hurt really bad.
No, you're right.
But, you said the game will probably get played and blah, blah, blah. So it's a big week next week for the Patriots. It's a big week next week for the Dolphins
Yeah,
and the Chargers because this is kind of the Chargers. The Chargers
they
are in
can't.
the driving seat. They're making the wild card.
Yeah, they got 10 wins.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Dolphins and Patriots fighting with each other
Yeah,
for that. So that game was pretty big.
yeah. I guess
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, for
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Patriots it was.
Yeah, because they were behind. They gained
Yeah.
that game they needed on the Dolphins. Makes week 18
Like a
really
week that you
important for
actually had
them,
to.
but a week that we don't care about really. So, I mean, if Buffalo can't field a team, we can't field a team. Sorry, it seems unfair to Miami Dolphin fan to actually have to go out there and play for their win. But
Yeah,
that's what happens. That's what happens. Then, the Patriots make the playoffs.
so right down the wire.
But we'll see. Nothing. I'm just saying I wouldn't blame anybody. I don't want nobody tweeting out there, oh, Britt said the Bills are playing next week. So what I said, I wouldn't blame the boys. I couldn't prepare. Giants take care of the Colts, 38-10. Uh,
Daniels is looking good. It's pretty
this is a
much his
game I would
game.
I, I would call. Um, is he the quarterback of the future for the Giants?
Well, I read this article saying that they were gonna. They both were had offers, but if they try to exceed those, it wasn't gonna fly. So it's pretty much take it if you want to stay. If you don't, peace.
Right. Yeah.
Because they want to try to keep both of them, but they're only willing to pay so much, which I understand. Because I mean, there's a cap, so you got to play your money right.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but it's selling the team to your fan.
I think
Selling the
the I
salary
think
cap to
I
your
think the
fan.
Giants fan base is starting to get one back over.
Well, you can't keep them both and not make the playoffs.
You're right.
And guess what?
They're probably not going to make the
You're not making the
playoffs.
playoffs for a little bit.
At least not this
The,
year. I
the
don't think.
Cowboys are so much better than you.
Yeah.
The Eagles are so much better than you. So, boom, there goes one wild card. You're in the NFC. So there's
The Giants.
also going to be another team that doesn't win their division that's better than you.
It looks like here like the Giants are good enough to get a wild card spot. Sorry,
No, yeah,
they're 9 wins.
it's just
So,
it's a tough.
I mean, they have to win
It's
one more
tough to
game,
get
and
it, but you're in have to, and
if you get it, you're definitely going to look good. People are going to. I think the transition will be a little bit easier. They're going to sign. I mean, how can you not sign? I mean, I get it's a business, but Saquon, they held on to you for so long through all that, and finally, when you're gonna get good, and the team's offering you something, which I'm pretty sure it's not like a small chunk of change, but it's
Right,
probably not as big as they could get in other places. That he's gonna be like, nah, deuce. I wouldn't. I mean, I hope not, but I would think that kind of gives him some kind of credit.
right. All right, real quick. I know we spent some time chatting. Things have
Oh,
been a
yeah.
little different, but uh, run through these rest of the games here. Saints Eagles 2010 with the Saints.
That was a weird
Buccaneers.
game.
Yeah,
I haven't
Buccaneers
watched
beat
watched that game. Actually,
Carolina
yeah,
30-24. Oh no, hey, real quick, run through the scores, Donnie. I'll be right back with you.
I forgot
But
what I
just
don't know where
run,
you
run,
left
run.
off.
It don't matter, dude. Um, yeah. Night or no Browns Commanders, and I'll be right back with you.
Word. All right. Well, Browns Commanders. We have 24. Browns Commanders 10. Like I said, Sean Watson. I don't think he's really peaked this year like everybody thought he was. I think the 16 weeks off is definitely going to affect his game. Hopefully, we're going to see a little better action next year. I am a big Chubb fan, so I like to see that he's still getting used. 14 for 104. That's not looking too bad. They definitely need though. They need some wide receivers. I think Cooper's a good one, and Anunwa, yeah, he's a great tight end. But you just need that secondary piece, I think, behind Cooper. Washington. I'm not a huge fan of Wentz, so he didn't really do too much. 3 interceptions. Kind of expected that out of him right now. It's just he never really impressed me. It's we've given him a couple years now. Yeah, he got the Eagles to the Super Bowl that one time, and he got hurt, and they did win the Super Bowl that year. But ever since that year, he never found that again, and that's unfortunate. But that's just the way it goes. Then the other games that we really want to talk about, I think the Jags Texans game. Yeah, we kind of went over that. Nothing to see there. Texans obviously gonna have not been doing very well. They're probably gonna get that first round draft coming in the next year, which hopefully they can use something. Go quarterback again? I don't know. Quarterback or running back for Houston next year?
Oh, oh man. Um, I would like to know how ownership and the board feel about their general manager. Um, but if if you're sold on your general manager, just like with Arizona, man, it's your head coach or your quarterback or both. I mean, I know I'm on record as saying I'm not a fan of every few years you still just fire your coach and you just like stick with the administration and the coaching staff for longer than 2 years to see what happens. But because you can't draft, you cannot draft and have the best quarterback coming out of this draft and put him with this coaching staff.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
I mean, it's hard to do. It'd be hard to change both all at once.
I know fit. No, you can. That's the
You
perfect.
could.
You're hiring a head coach. You're saying, "Hey, I'm drafting this quarterback," and you can say that because you have the number
No, I
one pick.
understand that.
So you're able to tell him this will be our quarterback.
Yeah. I guess you're right about that. You are.
But that's if you're going quarterback. because
Well, I mean,
I've
what
seen some
Mills? You
draft
think?
boards, the number one player overall. I've seen some predictions where Bryce Young is not the number one overall pick over.
Oh,
So
I
in
know
that case,
Mills isn't horrible. He's not going to get you any better than he got this year.
and
So
Geno Smith's not horrible either.
yeah,
But
but
you,
he's
you
better
don't think
than
Seattle's
Mills.
looking for a quarterback?
I don't know. You were kind of gloating on Gino a couple
I
weeks
didn't
ago.
gloat on Geno. All I said, dude, is
You like
he's not as
praising
bad
him
as
for
I
like a couple
thought he
weeks in a row
was.
there. Now
Oh,
you're
is
throwing
that
shade
considered
on him.
praising for me? When I tell you a guy is not as bad as I thought he is, that's considered praising.
Yep. He was doing very well.
He didn't look horrible. Those are quotes from me, bud.
I think the only
It's
other
not really
surprising game
gloating on
that
you.
I mean, 49ers Raiders, that was a close game. Josh Jacobs killing it. I mean,
Well, he has, and we all knew it. Um, I guess one quick thing we cover this here before we um get out of here. The playoffs as they stand.
oh, one other thing, the Vikings losing to the Packers, right? Come on now.
Oh,
Come on now.
yeah, yeah.
Come on
That was
now.
like, are you freaking kidding me, dude?
They have that over your head, even if they don't go to the playoffs, which I don't think they are, right?
Right. So we
Oh, they're
got
800.
Pats, Dolphins, Steelers, Titans. Right now, as everything stands, they in the hunt. Um, do you like one of these teams?
In the hunt, uh, I guess you'd have to pick the Pats, right? I mean, the Patriot. It is cool seeing the Steelers potentially in the hunt. That'd be really cool to see that happen. Uh, I just think the Patriots have a better chance, unfortunately. Well, who would do it in the
Yeah,
hunt?
so you're pretty much looking at New England, Miami, or Pittsburgh to take the Patriots spot right now. Because the Chargers are in, the Ravens are in.
Yeah, Steelers,
So is it the Patriots,
Patriots, Dolphins.
Dolphins, or Steelers?
I don't know who won what in those division games.
Well,
I
both
assume I assume both 8 and 8. Um, nah, but I would say yeah,
because
it's
it's
cool
pretty
to see
much
the Steelers in that
between.
like kind of like little discussion of in the hunt, but over those other two teams, I don't know if that's actually gonna happen.
I think New England gets it over
Probably.
Miami and Pittsburgh,
That would
but
be my thoughts.
no, I don't think New England gets it because I know the game's going to get played, and I know the Bills are going to win.
You hope so.
The Bills will win that game.
The Bills have lost games I didn't think they should lose, so I don't
Bills
know.
will win
I don't know
this
anymore.
game if they feel they can properly prepare and play this game in a safe manner. The boys will show up to Foxborough and we will tear them apart. So it'll be Miami or Pittsburgh, I would say. Yeah. Tennessee, pretty much the only way they get in is if Jacksonville loses next week and they win.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm glad Tennessee didn't make
Um,
it in.
So the last wild card spot in the AFC, in the NFC, actually AFC, you're guaranteed playoff peoples. Kansas City, Buffalo,
And the
Baltimore,
Chargers.
Cincinnati, Chargers.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's only up in the air because of Tennessee. And whoever doesn't win that division is not making the playoffs. So
Yep. Pretty much. So
they're
that's
in the
good.
hunt, but they're not. There's no route if you don't win your division. The NFC are guarantees. Philadelphia, San Francisco, the
I
Giants,
mean, technically,
Minnesota.
I don't think the Eagles have clinched
Yeah,
it.
technically, yes. Yeah, yeah.
If they
They're
lose
making the
this
playoffs
week, and then
100%.
the
Dallas is 100%
wins,
in. Tampa Bay's 100% in. Seattle is the only team in the current playoff. If it ended right now, Seattle's the only team that's not guaranteed a spot. Seattle spot is between Seattle, Detroit, and Green Bay. So it's really
I'd say the
down.
Giants too
The Giants are
at 9.
the Giants are in.
Yeah, I guess. Then
Yeah,
the
yeah. The
Lions.
Giants are in
It's gonna be a good playoffs. Damn it, man, they blow my nose.
because I think Detroit's better than Seattle and Green Bay. So I think the playoffs are better with
Yeah, I don't
Detroit.
think I'm surprised that Green Bay even has a fighting chance. Truthfully,
I mean, either way, I believe it's Detroit or Seattle.
it'd be
The
cool to see
matchup doesn't
Detroit.
matter. I think they play San Francisco has whoever out of them make it.
Yeah,
Tampa Bay's in because they're winning that stupid division.
Tom Brady got it, bro. He got what he wanted.
Tom Brady, dude, because he won a division. Like he could be maybe one game over 500. He could be a game under 500
But
and
he's
still make
not.
the playoff.
He's at 500
They got to play next week, bro.
this week coming up. Yeah,
He could finish the year under 500 and still
I mean, I guess you're right.
he's still going to be the fourth seed.
Yep, it's the magic powers of Tom Brady,
I
dude.
know, but people have changed rules because of Tom Brady before.
Yeah, yeah, they have
I don't think
multiple
they're going to
times, not
change
just
the
one time,
rule. I don't
multiple
think they're
times.
going to change the rule to keep him out of the playoffs because what you're telling me is if we implemented a rule that even if you won the division and finished under 500, you don't make the playoffs. Tom Brady wouldn't be making the playoffs.
That'll happen after he retires.
Maybe after he's
Yeah,
gone, but the league ain't going to do it now. We'll be
no
like,
way. Tom Brady's got 5 more years.
please win the Super Bowl. Please win the Super Bowl. And then it can be like, see, Tom Brady took a team under 500 into the playoffs and won a Super Bowl.
Who else has ever done that?
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I apologize for that. I have to have a Tom Brady rant every once in a while because, yeah. But, man, Damar Hamlin, I mean, prayers out, him and the family, dude. I mean, especially his mom, like, because his mom's there. They're chatting it up before the game. And even all y'all, look, all y'all, get off of T, okay? That boy did nothing. Like, he didn't do anything, man. Why you gotta be ranting on him is beyond me. There's been more vicious, more illegal hits
Yeah.
that I've seen people do so much deliberately where people are just like, oh,
Glad that wasn't me.
well, exactly. Glad that wasn't me. And this was a perfectly legal, nothing out of it.
Yeah,
He
for real.
just happened to hit Damar on the perfect heartbeat sequence. That's all T did, man. So like to run at him is totally uncalled for, and you're a poser fan. You, you're a poser fan if you're running at T. You don't know nothing about the sport. You know nothing about anything, man. Leave T alone. Leave him alone. Just worry about sending your prayers out to Damar, okay? And praying for his family instead of, you know, going after the guy who happened to hit him. Because T did nothing wrong, dude. That's football. You can't say it happens because this doesn't happen.
Something
This
like this
doesn't
doesn't happen
happen,
very often, no.
especially in this sport. We've seen it in other sports.
Well, they are
Of
trying
when
to move to a safer. I mean, I know they
when
don't play with those
no,
kind
but
of
this
pads during the game, but they are
you
trying.
can't do anything about
I
this
know. It just did happen. It happened.
injury, which is a bummer. But that doesn't help T's brain. Like it doesn't. Like I mean, T Higgins has got to be just. I mean, he's been at the hospital the whole time, dude, and yeah, I would be too. Like, I mean, I don't know. This whole thing is crazy, dude. Because I'm an athlete. I've been on that field before, but nothing to where like this happened. And you're saying, hold on, all I did was go to hit and block a guy, but that's what you do.
Yeah,
And now you're like, can I even play this game anymore?
yeah, that's gonna weigh heavily on them for sure.
Because, and the thing is, they're all encouraged to seek somebody to talk to. And they should, man. You should. You got to talk to somebody. Like you have to. With anything crazy that insane that happens in your life, you gotta go talk to somebody because you don't know how your focus or lack of focus can affect you going forward, man.
Yeah,
And if you don't fix it, it I mean you're talking about something that's easily it's not totally focused when you're out driving. How many of us we're having a great life. Everything's perfect in your life, but you're driving your car unfocused, but you're behind the wheel.
yeah,
You're putting people on a football field unfocused. Lots of bad stuff that can go down.
definitely.
So like talk to somebody no matter what you do, man. Anything because sometimes you don't know how something affects you until you talk about it.
True.
You can't ignore and deny everything forever. Like
That's true.
talk I get and I mean it it's insane, man. It's crazy, dude. But prayers for prayers for Damar and his mom, dude. Uh pray for his mom. Cause like who knows what I have no idea what she's going through.
Definitely. No, you're right.
Like she needs prayers too. Don't forget about Damar's mom, the family, uh people back at Pitt. I mean, he's Pitt Panthers family. Uh he did a lot of good when he was a Pitt, and I know they're feeling the effects of this. Um it's just a crazy, crazy situation, man. And our focus needs to be appropriated correctly, and you know it will be, it should be, and whatever happens these upcoming weeks, that's what happens. But I mean, you can't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but we go on praying for Damar and his family. And again, thank you to NFL family, sporting family, dude, because it's more than just a guy on a team. He is a person, and that cannot be forgotten. But my friend Donnie, thank you so much for joining me on
Thanks
this
for having me, Brett.
Wednesday, talking the last to final week of the NFL. Next week, we'll probably run through the results and then talk about
Playoffs.
playoffs because the seeds we'll know who's playing who, we'll know where they'll be. So it'll probably be more of a first round review than a week 18
Yeah.
or a first round preview than a week 18 review because it's week 18. But there are a few games that we saw in both conferences that last seed is up for debate in both leagues. So, you know, going to be watching this weekend. But Donnie, thank you. Thank you, Full Time Sport Network, Global Marketing Systems Surveys, Global, Global Mapping Survey, and Wraith Energy Drink on board, bringing you Full Time Sport Network. Everybody, until next week, go Bills. We'll see you on Through the Table, Full Time Sport Network.